Sometimes the things that hold you back the most in business are not outside forces. They're not the competition. It's an individual inside of your company that doesn't want to see growth, that wants to maintain control and holds back all sorts of information and progress. And they slow down everything that you're trying to achieve. Sometimes it's overt, sometimes it's covert. So what do you need to know about the person who black boxes information and holds you back from scaling and being prosperous? And why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan, coming to you live from Consulting Secrets on a perfect day to talk about growth, scale, opportunities, the black box, and a fantastic day to talk about you. I'm coming to you live from Haleiwa, Oahu. It's not uncommon for me to hear from entrepreneurs, Scott, I don't know why I'm stuck. Sometimes it's not the market. Sometimes it's not your mechanisms or your sales team. It is an individual inside of the building. And so what I'm going to share with you is a concept called black boxing. Okay. Black boxing is this. Somebody is the nexus of information. Information goes through them. But for whatever reason, they don't want change. So they never allow change to happen. They're stuck on the status quo. And so if I say, hey, we're going to have a meeting and so is going to show up, and you're like, oh no, these meetings would run so much smoother without this person. Or, they're going to complain about everything, or they're not going to find any reason why this can get done. And this is a consistent behavior. This is a consistent activity. And this person probably has worked for the company for a while. They've done, for the most part, a pretty good job. But where they've caused a lot of problems is in the relationships inside of the building. Where they've caused a lot of problems is in getting activity done and getting magic to happen. And there's a couple characteristics and traits about them that you need to know. One, they're typically controlling, right? Two, they're never happy with anything and nothing's ever right. Three, they're constantly waffling. Well, I don't know if this is going to happen or that's going to happen, and we could do this or we could do that. There's never a direct answer. It's always like, can you just give me a direct answer? They're never prepared. It's never a good time to have a conversation with them. They're always tabling information. They're always coming back to it. And then last on this list, they're always citing an obscure rule or a law that somebody once told them. It's a straw man argument. Well, the attorney 10 years ago told me this, or the HR department told me that, or we can't do that because our vendors, there's never a way to find past a problem. There's no traction. And so if I drew this picture out, this is a conduit. This is the black box, the conduit's wide, and then the output is narrow. And the reason why this is so dangerous for your company is anytime that you're trying to achieve new goals, try new projects, make something new happen, the person who black boxes will get in the way. They'll couch what they're talking about under the guise that it's meant to help the company and meant to protect the company. But what you need to know is it's meant to protect their inefficiency. So I'm going to tell you a vague story from a client that I had in the past. And one of the people that was on the team loved to black box information, had severe anxiety issues. And anytime that something came up that they didn't like, all of a sudden it was instantly triggered that they would have anxiety. And so because they had anxiety, everybody had to back off and they had to reset. But it was their control mechanism so that they didn't have to fulfill upon what was needed to be done. That company ended up getting sold. That company ended up going away. It's the only reason I'm even having this conversation. But what you need to know is there's somebody on your team that's holding you at 3 million or 3.5 or 4 million. And it's typically the person who is the black box of the information. It's typically the person that doesn't want to play ball. They're citing rules, laws, things that just don't take place and haven't happened. So there's 3 things that you could do from here. There's only 3 things. You could do nothing, okay? You can have conversations and try to make things work out, or you can let the person go. That's your extent. That's the universe that you're working within. That's pretty much all there is to do, okay? Do nothing. Keep that person in place, never grow. Have conversations, and it's a 50-50 shot if that person's going to change or if they're not going to change, because they'll go behind your back. And what's sad sometimes is they'll sabotage things so that the business doesn't grow, so that there's no opportunity for somebody to come in and tell them what that they need to do. Or 3, let them go. I really wish that there was an easier answer for you, but I will say 30, 40, 50% of companies have somebody who loves to black box information like this. It's not possible to grow with them because somehow they've got control inside of the business and they get to make decisions that really shouldn't be their decisions. It's outside of their scope. I will tell you, this person loves to fight against SOPs. This person loves to fight against org charts. This person loves to fight against definitions, because what it is they see their ability to control everything go away. So anything that you do to try to put trajectory, scale to the business, they'll find a way to tell you that you're wrong and that it's not going to work. They're not going to say it that way all the time. Sometimes they do. There you go. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.